All right, we are going to get started here. Good afternoon. My name is Ross Simple. I serve as the Director of Athletics at Dakota Wesleyan University. I'd like to welcome everybody to today's event. Specifically, I'd like to recognize our Board of Trustees, Mark Burchard from the NAI office, the National Semifinal DWU Women's Basketball Team led by Head Coach and Associate Athletic Director Jason Christensen, DWU Football and Baseball teams supporting their teammate Landon Rusink, Landon's family, and the rest of our campus community. At this time, I'd like to invite our campus pastor, Reverend Dr. Anthony Purcell, to come forward and offer a prayer.
Hi, friends. Let's pray together. Holy God, we come together just to thank you for these amazing young adults and students, God. Student athletes who have held together just care and community for each other as they pursue hard work and lean into their callings, God. And as a community today, we are so thankful for Landon, for the example he's lived out with his life. We praise you, God, that he has faithfully embraced learning and grown himself into a servant leader who gives of himself to care for and be present in and serve his community, God. May we follow his example and model in our lives and as a community. In your name we pray. Amen.
Thank you. We're so excited to be sharing and recognizing some incredible accomplishments from our DWU student athletes. First, we celebrate the 2025-2026 Dakota Wesleyan women's basketball team, who just concluded a historic season highlighted by numerous team and individual accolades, records, and top marks. DWU women's basketball had victories over the 1st, 3rd, 5th, 11th, and 14th ranked teams in the final top 25 poll. Dakota Wesleyan made an extensive run in the GPAC tournament, which culminated in the program's 9th conference title after knocking off top-ranked Dort on their home court, which, if you were there, it wasn't their home court. Sorry about that. The Tigers would earn a host bid for the opening rounds of the NAI National Championship Tournament for the first time in school history. Dakota Wesleyan would defeat St. Francis of Illinois and College of the Ozarks on the Corn Palace floor in front of a packed home crowd to advance to the final site in Sioux City. We would advance to the semifinals for the 5th time in program history. DW's 29 wins throughout the season put this team 4th in program history, while head coach Jason Christensen extended his career win total to 352, surpassing legendary Gordy Fosness for the all-time wins leader at Dakota Wesleyan. While all of these accomplishments are outstanding, maybe the most impressive stat is the 3.91 team GPA they had after the fall semester. Ranking them amongst the top in the NAI, along with 14 members earning NAI Scholar Athlete status, 4 members being named CSC Academic All-District for their academic prowess and ability on the court. The combined efforts of our coaches, players, and support staff, along with the academic and institutional resources that support these groups in their academic and personal lives, make the women's basketball team's effort this season mean that much more to us at Dakota Wesleyan, which also holds for the main portion of today's ceremony, which is honoring senior football and baseball athlete Landon Rusink. The dual sport athlete out of Del Rapids, South Dakota, wrapped up his 4th season on the football field this past fall and is currently competing for the baseball program as their season continues throughout the spring. As a football player, Rusink has earned multiple distinctions throughout the years, including 2nd team All-GPAC nod as a defensive back in 2024, 1st team All-GPAC honors this previous season and 2 appearances as an all-conference honorable mention punt returner. His efforts were also reflected in the classroom, as Rusink is a multi-time CSC Academic All-District nominee and has been named CSC First Team Academic All-American following his senior campaign. Landon has also been named a Dadtronics NAI Scholar Athlete each of the last 3 years. On the baseball field, Rusink has made his biggest contributions as a middle infielder and pinch runner while also contributing at the plate, earning GPAC All-Conference Honorable Mention for his efforts during the 2023 season. While he still awaits his honors for his senior year, Landon was recently named to the 2026 Lou Gehrig Community Impact Team, which is presented to athletes who exemplify commitment to their community and make remarkable contributions to their teams, and was listed as the team's co-captain alongside NCAA Division I athlete Zion Rose from the University of Louisville, exemplifying his standout traits even amongst the field of top-end players and community members. Rusink has been able to accomplish all these things in the field of play while also maintaining a 4.0 GPA throughout his entire college career, rounding out one of DWU's most impressive student-athlete resumes to date. It is no surprise that with all these accomplishments, along with his skills as both a leader on campus and then community, Landon would be honored with this award today. With that, I'd like to invite President Kittle to come up for some introductory remarks as well.
Thanks very much. It's like a pep rally. I love it, guys. This is great. My name is Dan Kittle. I have the privilege of serving as the president here, as Ross said, and I just want to add my welcome and extend my welcome to the Board of Trustees, to Mark from the NAI National Office, to my faculty and staff colleagues, and especially to our students. When I think about today, we gather today to celebrate excellence, excellence in many forms, and what a privilege it is to gather to celebrate excellence. We have the distinct honor of recognizing Landon, the recipient of the most prestigious NAIA Duer Award, one of the highest distinctions of honor in intercollegiate athletics, recognizing excellence in scholarship, character, and citizenship. Landon, on behalf of the institution, congratulations. Couldn't be more happy for you. Forums like this are also an opportunity to recognize and appreciate our athletic department staff. Let's be clear, all the things that we're celebrating today, there are people behind the scenes making these things happen. And so I appreciate Ross and I appreciate all the athletic department staff for their work, not only in today, but in supporting all of our student athletes. Thank you. As Ross mentioned, we also celebrate our women's basketball team and their remarkable season, culminating in a run to the NAIA National Semifinals. To those student athletes, to our coaches, to our athletic staff, congratulations. Your success has inspired this campus and also made Tiger Nation proud. Congratulations. This is the last thing I want to say is name what I think you all know, which these achievements that we celebrate today, the excellence that we celebrate today, it wasn't given, it was earned. It was earned through hard work, through a commitment to teamwork, and through a standard of integrity and class that reflects the very, very best of this institution. On behalf of a grateful campus community, we are proud of you and what we accomplished, and we are proud of what you demonstrate is possible for this place and this institution. So now I would like to invite forward head coach and associate athletic director and the all-time wins leader at DWU, Jason Christensen, forward to share a few remarks. Coach.
All right, I will start out by saying I'm really good at drawing up pick and rolls. I'm really good at officiating in my box. When it comes to public speaking, I'm still working on that, so bear with me as I get through this here. First of all, I want to thank Ross, Matt, and Joel for putting this program together. Congrats to Landon. Just awesome, just awesome. The way you represented our school on and off the field is just awesome. So today, I left for Sioux Falls this morning, had to pick up some things and get right back, so I had some time to reflect. It has just been really, really busy last couple weeks, and so I'm just driving, and I'm like, all right, Ross gave me the 17 itineraries. I don't know which one I should look at because we've changed it so many times, and if you know Ross, everything's very, very detailed. So I'm trying to figure out how long I need to talk and this and that. It said 5 minutes, so I'm like, well, I can handle that. But what am I going to talk about? Like, what should I talk about? And I'm thinking this word, that word, because I'm a word guy. It's always about a word. And then it just hit me. Together. Together. Pretty simple word, right? When we start practice, I come out on the floor, meet in the middle. I have our girls meet in the middle. We talk about what we're going to do for practice, and then we break it down. We go together. Then when practice is over, our kids come back to the middle. We have a tiger. They have a little stuffed animal tiger. We've been doing this for like 14 years now. And the practice player of the day gets to take that tiger for the day. And we get done with that, it's together. Before we start a game, it's together. In timeouts, it's together. So I'm like, well, that's a pretty good word to use today. Because I really believe that sports, not only basketball, bring people together. And I've seen that the last couple of weeks. You look at what's going on in the world right now. You look at different political views right now. You look at people on different sides of the aisle. But when you look in the stands, everybody is rooting for one common goal, and they're together. And I really believe that's what that does. And I really believe, too, with the word together, our fans, our faculty and staff, we're always in this together. And I can just speak for, my team. I don't coach all the other teams. I just go support them, but I think they'll say the same thing, the coaches. I have nurses. I have educators. I have people in business. I have athletic trainers. And you just can't do this without the faculty's help. Like, we can't be successful here with a 3.91 without our faculty's help. What they do for our kids, the time and the energy they put in when we bring kids on campus, it's remarkable. I can't tell you how we have something so special here. And I really got to see it when I got into this administration role, of the special things that we have going on here. Seeing all the faculty and staff at the games. I mean, when we were at the Corn Palace setting up for the national tournament, Dr. Canelada was there early in the morning standing in line for tickets. I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool. It's just things like that make this place so special. And of course, our Mitchell community. I can't say enough about our Mitchell community. The way they embrace us. I'm going to tell you a quick little story. Yesterday, and I shouldn't have been this way. I'm like, I got to get some dog food. My wife's been on me for not having dog food at home, and she's feeding them the little pouches of stuff, and that's just supposed to be for treats. And so I'm like, I got to go get some dog food. So I'm like, well, I'm not going to go to Walmart. No way I'm going to Menards, because I'm going to see somebody. I'm going to have to talk to them about the game and this and that, And so I'm like, I'll go to Runnings. No one knows me in Runnings, It's Kenny Wagner's back in the automotive, but I'm not going to go that far back there, so I should be good. I get there, throw my dog food in the cart, and here comes a little older gentleman. And he goes, can I talk to you for a second? And I'm like, yeah. He goes, I was at all your games this year. My wife and I drove to Sioux City. And he says, your team is so special. And he started tearing up. Of course, now I'm tearing up. And he just started telling me his story about how long he's been here. He's been working at Runnings for a really long time, and to come to find out, his wife was my study hall teacher, who I didn't think really liked me back in my high school days. But it was really neat just listening to him, and I walk out of there, and I'm like, you know what? This is pretty awesome. You understand. I understand we got community support. We got everybody's support, but just hearing a story like that, that was so special to him to be able to be part of that with our team. So that's kind of my together speech. All the sports, all the athletic teams here, I just wish everybody would understand what we have here. Like when our team's coming back on different bus trips, we're watching the men on our iPad. We're watching the games on there. The other day we were trying to follow the scores for the baseball game. They were playing Morningside when we were on the way back. I got people talking about that. Like how our athletes support each other is just crazy. I remember our kids coming up to me, are we going to get out of basketball in time? they're playing volleyball down in Park and we want to go see it. Those things are just cool. Like I'm seeing, I do have Snapchat. I'm looking at snaps and everything like this after our football team beat Dakota State, which is great. After we beat them, and I'm looking at all our teams celebrating together. It's just not the football team. It's just not the baseball team. It's all our teams that celebrate together. If you were at Sioux City, we had the biggest student body fan base there. And I don't remember what Dr. Kittle said this morning, but I know it was over 200 some tickets that we sold just that night. And that's just, for students, that's just remarkable. A little bit about the team here. A few accolades I want to go through here quick. This year we had 29 wins, which ranks 4th in program history. Our Final Four appearance is 5th in program history. We beat 10 ranked teams this season, which put our strength of schedule at number 1. We had the number 1 strength of schedule this year, according to the Massey ratings. And then the thing that Ross already touched on, but the one that I'm the most proud of, is our team GPA of 3.91. I want to talk about my 3 seniors quick here, and then I will close up here. Mel, T, and Rye, my 3 seniors. I tell the radio, I tell the TV all the time, if I could start 7 kids, I'd start 7 kids, okay? We'd probably went undefeated if we could play 7 kids. But I can't. I can only start 5 kids, and Mel and T came off the bench, 2 seniors that come off the bench. And I've had coaches come up to me and ask me, like, how's your team chemistry? How does that work out? I said, we don't have any problems with it. I mean, it works out fine. But I got to thinking about that, and it was actually the Campbellsville coach when we were in Hawaii that asked me that. And I got to thinking about that. T and Mel are pretty special, especially in today's world. When you're the stud at White River and you are the stud at Sioux Falls Jefferson, and then you come here and then you have a different role now. Your role is you're coming off the bench. And those 2 embrace that role, which a lot of athletes nowadays do not. They go and jump to another school, or who's going to play me here, or should I go over here? They stayed with the process. And that's one of the reasons we were successful, because of our kids staying with the process. So I just wanted to bring that up because that's something that was really special to me, because you just don't see that in today's world a lot. Mel, love you. No one will ever forget the performance you put on against Dort in the conference finals. That was so much fun. So much fun. T, the steal in the big 3 against Bethel. Boom. You still have Dale Thomas and the coffee drinkers talking about that today. And Rye, dropping 40 on Bethel. What a performance. Best performance scoring-wise in the national tournament this year. To my team, I love you guys. I tell you that a lot. I still remember after the Mid-American Nazarene game, we're sitting in the van. You guys are crying. I'm crying. We're trying to figure out what we got going on here, this and that. And through all those emotions and this and that, I mean, this is where we ended up. And I think that's what makes this team so special. So, once again, I want to thank the administration, thank our faculty and staff, thank our Mitchell community. All I can say is I love my community, I love DWU, and I love my team. Thank you, and bleed blue.
Thanks, Jason. We'll now hear from one of our seniors, Riley Rosenquist.
Thank you. Hi, for those of you that don't know, I'm Riley Rosenquist. I'm a senior here and have been a student athlete for 4 years as I am part of the women's basketball program. I would just like to thank my coaches for giving me the opportunity to learn and to grow, my teammates for always being there for me, the faculty for believing in me and pushing me to always be better, and the community for welcoming me and showing me unbelievable support throughout my 4 years here. People have always asked me why I chose Dakota Wesleyan, and my answer has never changed. From the very beginning, I was treated like a person, not just a basketball player. The staff, the community, and my coaches cared about who I was beyond the game. That meant everything to me, and it's something I will never forget. Over time, the school has become so much more than just a place to play. It became home. The fans in the community welcomed us in a way that made you feel like you truly belonged. Their support is something special and something you don't just find anywhere. Walking onto the court, whether it was at the Corn Palace or this past weekend in the national tournament, you could feel the support and love from everyone. And to my fellow athletes here, enjoy every 4 years here, every minute, because it truly does go by really fast. What made this experience even more meaningful were the relationships built off the court. It was so easy to connect with my professors because you could tell they genuinely cared, not only about our grades, even though those are important, but they also cared about our growth as people. They were always willing to give their time, and that has made a lasting impact on me. Some of my favorite memories have come in the most unexpected places, like when someone stops us in public just to say good game or how fun it is to watch us play. Those small interactions remind me how much this community has embraced us. Lately, I've been asked if I'm sad it's all coming to an end. And yes, of course I am. It's hard to let go of something that has meant so much to me. But more than anything, I'm incredibly grateful. If I had the chance to go back and do these past 4 years over again, I wouldn't change a single thing. I've been given an opportunity to meet my best friends and build relationships with people who will always have had an impact on my life. I got to play the game I love alongside my favorite people. I built relationships that go far beyond basketball. I was a part of a winning program and received an education from people who truly cared. And for all of that, I will always be thankful. Thank you, Dakota Wesleyan.
Thank you, Riley. Just unbelievable accomplishments and hearing from everybody. Very well deserved for sure. It is also my honor to transition our recognition now to Landon Rusing and the presentation of the AO Duer Award. In a minute, I'll ask Mark Bouchard, from the Director of Championships at the NAI, to come forward and elaborate on what the AO Duer Award is and really share Landon's story. But before that, and I told Landon I was going to do this, I said I had a couple stories because I actually got to coach Landon for a little bit. And so I think this kind of summarizes how I think of Landon. Don't worry, it's good. And I think this story will tell you a lot about Landon. So Landon was recruited to play wide receiver. And at the time, I was coaching offense, not defense. And so we were super excited as an offensive staff to have Landon joining our team because, number one, we felt like as a freshman he could come in and make an immediate impact. And again, I was the head coach at the time, so whatever I said goes. And so we got to steal all the best players on offense. So we took Landon. And it didn't last very long. I don't know what day of fall camp it was, but it was early. We had some injuries in our defensive backfield, just didn't have a lot of depth. And of course, I was still being selfish and I didn't want to give Landon up. But we decided to make that move. And I remember talking to him about it, and it wasn't really a question. We didn't really ask, hey, do you want to do this? It was more of a, hey, this is what we need you to do. But I think I also said, hey, this is probably not permanent, right? We'll look at this again. But right now, this is what we need you to do. And then I also remember one of the first couple practices after we moved him to defense, he caught more balls at DB than he did at wide receiver. And then I was pissed off because I was coaching the offense and we couldn't complete the ball. So I was upset with Landon there for about 24 hours. But and so that's kind of how his career started. Had a lot of expectations and talking about how we were going to do things and what we wanted you to do, and then at the drop of a hat, you're not going to do that, and you really don't have a choice. That's how his career started. He played in 2 games, and the second game of the year, he gets hurt, and he misses the next 6 games. And at this time, it's critical to understand that you can play 2 football games and redshirt, not use a year of eligibility. So he's at that point. And it would have been really easy for him to not come back. You know, we've missed 6 games. We'd only won 1 game at this point. You know, he's played in 2 games. He hasn't used a year of eligibility. We're not very good. We're not winning games. And I remember at this conversation as well, and I said, what do you want to do? And he said, I want to play. I said, understand, if you take one more snap, you will have burned a year of eligibility, knowing full well that you can't get those 6 games back. And we kind of left it up to him, and he played. He played in the last 3 games. Played in our JV game at the end of the season, which that was a lot of fun. And then turned out to be one of the most consistent and consistent and just explosive defensive back. We never had the conversation about him going back to offense, ever. And so I still don't know to this day if he actually wanted to go back or not. But made himself a tremendous football player, an all-conference football player. He did get to run the ball a little bit as a punt returner, and then he was pretty good at that too. But just like Coach Christensen had talked about some of the kids on his team, that's not the common theme. You know what I mean? It's not. His thought process wasn't about him. It was never about what's going to be best for him. It was always about what's best for us. And I appreciate that. I'm so proud of him in so many ways. He's a great player, better person, and he's made a lasting impact here. Can we give him a round of applause? Whew. Sorry about that. At this time, I'd like to introduce Mark Bouchard, Director of Championships at the NAI, to talk about the AO Duer Award.
Thank you, Ross. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mark Bouchard. I'm the Director of Championships at the National Office. Thank you very much for welcoming us to campus today. It's truly a privilege to be here for you for a very special occasion. We're here to celebrate one of the NAI's most prestigious honors, the AO Duer Award, named in honor of A.O. Duer, a former NAI Executive Secretary who was a strong advocate for the balance of athletics, academics, and character. This award represents the very best of what it means to be a student athlete, recognizing the excellence not only in competition, but in the classroom and personal character. From our perspective at the National Office, this award is more than accolades. It reflects A.O. Duer's vision of developing a well-rounded individual, those who lead with integrity and demonstrate strong character and commit themselves to something greater than their own success. And today's honoree is a powerful example of exactly that. Landon Rusink is a standout dual sport student athlete here at Dakota Wesleyan University, a 4-year starter in both baseball and football, who has maintained a perfect 4.0 GPA as an accounting major. That's an absolutely amazing accomplishment. Congratulations. He is one of only a select few NAI students to achieve a 4.0 GPA while competing at this level. And he has earned first-team academic All-America honors, recognizing through his football accomplishments. But what makes Landon truly exceptional goes far beyond athletics and academics. Let's go ahead and take a look at a video that reviews his academic prowess.
Landon Rusink is a dual sport student athlete competing in both football and baseball at Dakota Wesleyan University. Majoring in accounting, Landon has maintained a 4.0 GPA and earned several academic honors, including recognition as a CSC Academic All-District, Daktronics Scholar Athlete, and the esteemed South Dakota Trust Association Scholarship Award. Additionally, Landon routinely gives back through community service, volunteering with the Special Olympics, aiding in flood relief efforts, officiating youth basketball, and supporting Habitat for Humanity builds. In balancing academics and athletics, Landon has demonstrated adaptability, resilience, and a team-first mindset. This mentality contributed to Landon's rare achievement of earning all GPAC honors in both football and baseball. The A.O. Duer Scholarship Award goes to Landon Rusink.
As impressive as Landon's achievements are, they only tell part of the story. And since this video was produced, Landon has already been added to his resume. His commitment to service and community impact has earned him national recognition, including being named a co-captain of the 2026 Lou Gehrig Community Impact Team, an honor that celebrates student athletes who embody character, generosity, and leadership while making a meaningful difference in the lives of others. It's not just what Landon does on the football field or the baseball diamond or in the classroom that qualifies him for this award. It is who he is as a person. Whether it's volunteering with Special Olympics, serving his community through Habitat for Humanity and local food banks, helping families recover from flooding, or mentoring young athletes, Landon consistently puts others first before himself. The impact he's had on those around him, his teammates, coaches, and community, speaks even louder. Let's hear from some of the people who know him best.
Landon, first and foremost, I just want to start this by congratulating you and your family on this incredibly prestigious award that you're being presented with here today. I personally believe that the A.O. Duer Award is the most prestigious award that the NAI hands out every single year. It honors not only our best student, but our best student athlete, but on top of that, also our best citizen in all of the NAI. And you are the best that the GPAC has to offer, and now the entire country is telling you that you are the best student athlete, best individual out there to represent the NAI. And I cannot overstate how proud I am of you for earning this award. You didn't win it, you earned it. But also too, how grateful I am that we get to share in this experience with you here today. I know that you're the last dude who's gonna go out and who's gonna ask for these things and, to get fat heads, made for you. Which, by the way, I tried to get us ice cream sundaes for this thing as well too, so we'll see if they're gonna deliver on that. I don't think that it's any accident that 3 of the last 5 years, the National A.O. Duer Award winner has come from Dakota Wesleyan University. You literally are a giant standing among giants, and that includes Jeff and Addie, who led the way, that showed the way for other student athletes to show them what that level of dedication looks like, not only in the classroom, not only on the field of competition, but also outside of it as well too, and how you live your everyday life because of the standard that they set, that you met, and then you raised yourself. You literally are paving the way for future student athletes here at Dakota Wesleyan to kind of light that path for them. And I firmly believe that we have more student athletes on this campus who are very deserving of this award when their time comes. And that's because of people like Jeff, because of people like Addie, because of people like you. As a proud Dakota Wesleyan alumni, I can't thank you enough for what you have done these last 4 years while you've been here. I wrote it in my nominating letter for you. I said that you're literally the type of kid who you don't realize how great they were and the impact that they had on so many different areas on campus, that you don't realize that until after they're gone. And as I wrote that, it kind of hit home. And I'm like, I hope that other people see that greatness in you as well too, because it happens all too often, that walk across that stage at the Corn Palace, and it's not until after that where you really truly feel their impact, or it's not until the next year when they're no longer here that you feel that impact. And you never had that opportunity to let them know, what they meant to the university on the field of competition, in the classroom, outside of it, just in your general citizenry and those sorts of things. As a proud Dakota Wesleyan alumni here, it makes my heart happy to know that we get this opportunity to celebrate this with you and your family today. Thank you for what you have given this university and what you have provided to us these last 4 years, for setting that standard and holding that standard up there and showing other people the right way to do these things.
Congratulations, Landon. Couldn't be happier for you and your family. It's a testament to the type of person you are and the type of person that your parents raised. I'm really excited to see what you go on and do after college, but it's been awesome to see all your accomplishments in these last 4 years, since you stepped on campus around July of 2022, when I was just your position coach then. Man, it's been really cool to see you compete every single day, whether it's in the classroom, on the football field, on the baseball field. or, out here in the community helping others. And it's just a testament to the type of person you are and how you want to help others be successful. Very excited for you, excited for this award, excited for the other awards that you've been able to be presented. You deserve all of them. Couldn't be happier for you. And, I don't care what anybody says, that mustache you have is awesome. I wish I could grow one like that.
Hey, Root, congrats on winning the NAIA's AO Duer Award. We knew you were special when we recruited you, and it's safe to say you've exceeded expectations. From home run in your first start, multiple walk-off hits, and highlight plays, and that roosting smirk, it's been an absolute blast coaching you. Also, thank you for never being a problem in the classroom, so unlike some of your teammates. No, in all seriousness, absolutely phenomenal young man and ball player. Couldn't be happier that we've had you, and very, very well earned. Great job, Rue.
Landon, on behalf of the business department, congratulations. Again. You're the type of student a professor hopes for. You're smart, driven, confident, yet incredibly humble. Earning a 4.0 GPA in such a rigorous program is commendable. Your motivation and integrity will take you far, and we can't wait to see where you land. Congratulations.
Hey, this is Jeffrey Shook, DWU men's basketball alumni and 2021 NAIA AO Duer Award winner. It was such an honor to win this award, and I credit that to the support system that I had around me at DWU. I just wanted to congratulate Landon on winning this prestigious award. As two former Del Rapids Couriers, I've known Landon and his family for a long time, and I couldn't think of a better athlete and a better person to win this award. Your hard work, leadership, and dedication have made lasting impacts on your sports teams and on DWU as a whole. I wish I could have been there today to celebrate you, but I'm happy I can make this video to congratulate you and tell you how much you mean to DWU and the Mitchell community. It's been an honor to watch you compete these last few years. Congrats again, and go Tigers.
Hey Landon, it's Addie. I just want to give you a huge congratulations again and welcome you to the club. It truly is such an incredible and well-deserved achievement. The NAIA AO Duer Award is no small honor, and it truly speaks to your hard work, dedication, and the kind of person you are both on and off the field.
Thank you for choosing Dakota Wesleyan. Thank you for leaving this place better than you found it. I'm extremely happy that we get to celebrate you, we get to celebrate your family, and we get to give you your just desserts in front of this great crowd and board of trustees and everybody who's here today, because this really is a big deal for you and your family, and this is a big deal for Dakota Wesleyan University. Thank you very much for everything that you have done for us in these 4 years, for that example that you have set in literally everything that you have done here. If we keep you around for another 4, we would, right? Thank you so much to your family for loaning him to us. As a proud Dakota Wesleyan alum, thank you so much for being everything that we hope that all of our students here turn into or aspire to be.
Landon, it's time for you to join us on the stage. Landon, your achievements as a student, an athlete, and a servant leader represent the various highest ideals of the NAIA. On behalf of the National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics, it is our great honor to present Landon Rusink with the 2024-25 AO Duer Award.
Thank you, everyone. A little overwhelmed by the support. Thank you, Mark and the NAI for setting this all up today. Huge congrats to Coach Christensen. The girls basketball team, it's been a lot of fun to watch you guys over the past 4 years. I wanted to use this speech as an extended thank you to everyone who's been a part of my college life. I truly feel like I'm a product of those around me in the DWU community, and I feel that's apparent with us having 3 winners in these past 5 years. My journey here at DWU started back in 2021 with a guy named Ross Simple. I feel kind of bad because he said a lot of nice things about me, but so, the recruiting process is kind of weird for athletes. You're talking about money, 4 years of your life, location, coaches, and you only really hear from some of those coaches, 1 or 2 times. And Coach Simple was a guy you heard from 3 or 4 times a day, and you're kind of reaching for the do not disturb, trying to get him away from you. But I can't thank him enough. He was an awesome, obviously persistent recruiter. He got me here, and I'm super glad he got me here. With that, thank you to Coach Simple, Coach Kretschmar, Coach Dubanowski, and all the assistants throughout the years. Your guys' guidance and belief in me has been a huge part of my journey, allowing me to play 2 sports as many unique experiences that I haven't taken for granted. Thank you to all the professors here at DWU, especially Christine Macheski and our staff in the business department. We're blessed with an amazing staff here at DWU who empower our students to excel after college and off the field. I wanted to give a huge thank you to my teammates for being here. You kind of had to be here, I'm sure, because of coaches, but you guys are what has made this experience special. I've met all my best friends through the football and baseball team, and I'm really happy I get to carry that after college. Going through the highs and lows of college athletics with you guys is something that I'll never forget. I want to give a huge thank you to those who have helped me with this application. To be real, Joel Reinisch handled probably 95% of it. It was great to have him represent me and vouch for me at the national and the GPAC level. Thank you to Christine Macheski, Nate Henry, Ross Simple, Alex Kretschmar, Charlie Dubanowski, and Joel Reinisch for taking the time to write my letters of recommendation. Obviously, the content in these letters was good. They're all very capable individuals, and they mean a lot to our community, but I think the special thing about this situation was, giving them a call in a random summer day in July and saying, hey, do you have a little bit of time for me? Like, can you write this letter for me? And, the immediate response from all of them was, absolutely, I'd love to do this. I think it really just speaks to the kind of people we have here at DWU and the kind of leadership that we're thankful for. Finally, I want to thank my family for their unwavering support. I would not be where I am today without their sacrifices. Thank you to my amazing fiance who has had an incredible impact on me. Thank you for my 2 brothers for being a huge inspiration for me. And, I truly could not have been blessed with a better set of parents. If my mom, Jen, and Fran wouldn't mind standing up for a second. You can't see my dad, but he's up on the top row. We got some hard news this past November. So my dad was actually diagnosed with leukemia. And, obviously it's hard for our family. He just got out of the hospital this week. But just seeing their support and trusting God throughout these past few months has been a real inspiration to everyone around us. I'd just like to give those 2 a quick hand. I can't say thank you enough. I'm incredibly grateful to be a part of this honor and to be a part of the DWU community. God bless, go Tigers. Congratulations, Landon. What an awesome event. Thanks again to those who contributed to making this such a successful gathering. And I just want to offer a final brief reflection for all of us. What we have recognized today, as we know, is worthy as celebration, but it's also worthy of a reflection. To those we recognize, including Landon, the coaching staff, and the women's basketball team, while the awards have been won and the celebration recognizes what you have accomplished, to be sure it should inspire you for what you can and what you will accomplish in the future. As you know, but I want to explicitly remind you of today, how you earned this recognition is a recipe for achieving excellence in the future. I guarantee at some point, months or even years from now, you will encounter something that will bring you back to moments like this. It'll bring you back to this season in your life at DWU. And I hope you remember it with pride, But more importantly, I hope it reminds you of what is possible when you commit yourself to excellence in the way that you have. And to our students and to my colleagues gathered here today, there's something for all of us in this moment as well. When we witness excellence, we are reminded of what is possible, not just for others, but for ourselves. Excellence, as we know, is not achieved quickly, nor is it achieved alone. It requires commitment, discipline, and a willingness to support one another along the way. So as you leave today, I encourage you to recommit yourself to something meaningful, something worthy of your time, your talents, and your energy. And just as importantly, commit yourself to helping others succeed as a teammate, a classmate, a colleague, and a friend. Congratulations once again to Landon, to our athletic staff, and to our women's basketball team. Thank you everyone for coming. Go Tigers.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. This has been a tremendous event. This has never been done before. This is the first time this has ever happened. This is the first time it's ever happened in the NAI, and so I'd like to think that we've set the bar pretty high. So we appreciate everybody being here. Thanks again. Landon, you got some more pictures you got to take, and then we'll get out of here. So thanks again, everybody. Appreciate it.